Beautiful day, beautiful soul, and welcome back to Love, Peace, and Happiness Tarot. Coming to you live from Las Vegas, Nevada. I'm your hostess. I go by Melinda NailFanatic, and I'm back to do this latest free, channeled, timeless tarot message from the Tarot in the Shadows series. Remember to bring your intuition with you. If it resonates, pick it up and run with it. If it doesn't, leave it where you found it. The choices you make are always so important because you'll always be responsible for the choices that you make. So make them responsibly. I want to thank you for the growth on the channel. And for those of you who will like personal services, you've got questions, I've got answers. Those are below the video. In the description box, you'll find all the facts. All right. So with all that being said and done, after these messages, we'll be right back. Yeah. All right. So, here we go. Let's see what we have. We're going to pull our last message first from the postcards from Spirit, and we'll read it last. I've opened up commenting today for all of our subscribers. I was guided to do so, so I'm going to follow that guidance. All right. And let's see, what is the P and Q Oracle message for today? I said stop. Soprano. All right. What is the Tarot in the Shadows message today in one image from the P and Q Oracle, please and thank you. For those of you who don't know, this deck was drawn, each beautiful card, by my gorgeous grandsons, who I love so much. So intuitive these boys are. All right. And it says, Grandma on the computer. That's fitting because Grandma is now on the computer. Are you doing some research? Are you learning something at this time? Are you studying? Are you writing a book? Are you investigating something? Are you checking into something involving another person where you got to do some research online? Okay, we'll see how that comes through. Interestingly enough, the way that Quentin has drawn this image, I'm picking up on a native spirit here, a native spirit, because this I'm also picking up on Alfalfa from the old what's that? The Rascals cartoon. But more than that, I'm picking up on a native spirit. So somebody here, there's a strong native energy coming through tonight. All right, let's get into our tarot message. We're doing this reading a little bit different than we have in the past. We're going to start with the Gilded Tarot. And we'll be looking at what it is, what it was, and what it will be in regards to the energy of the situation. So what it is, we have the 10 of Cups. Okay. And what it was. Okay, we have the Hermit. We have the Hermit and what it was and what it will be, please and thank you. What it will be. We have Temperance coming out as what it will be. The bottom of the deck is the 10 of Wands. Okay. So in this situation right now, what I see is you've been in a solitary period. You've been on your own. You've been figuring out how to navigate this life through your own guidance, trusting your intuition, doing what your spirit tells you to do. I see that in your recent past, in this experience, you let go of some burdens. So we have this energy here of, in this situation, following intuition, following the inner guidance system. And then in what it is now, there's family happiness. There's happiness in connections, okay? And what it will be is divine timing unfolding, okay? Patience, temperance, spiritual alchemy with temperance, okay? A healing happening. Interesting, as I was preparing for the reading, the Temperance card did come to me, and it did speak a little for a moment about twin flame energy, which a lot of times the Temperance tarot card does that for me. But more importantly than that, it mentioned healing. So there's a healing coming. I see a situation unfolding here where somebody's let go of a burdensome situation. It's like you took all the skills, all the wisdom, all the experiences you had to make that final push to make change. You're saying, I'm taking anything beneficial from where I've been and moving forward. Okay. I see that in this situation in the past, there's been some time alone. Okay. But that's not going to last, because what is coming up in your current energy is a happy connection with this 10 of Cups energy. This is the happy family. There's love here in connections. So what it will be, there's a blending. I'm hearing a blending of opposites with the Temperance card, and I'm hearing a blending of families. I'm hearing blended families. So let's look at your energy now. We'll take the Hermetic Tarot to pull what it is, what it was, and what it will be in regards to your personal side of the experience. So from the Hermetic Tarot, what it is, please and thank you. One card for what it is. What it is, what it is, what it is. We have the bonus card coming out. That's just a title card, okay? Which means pull the next one off the top of the deck, because its meaning is intensified, doubled, something like that. We'll find out. It's the 8 of Swords. Okay, focused. You're very focused right now, physically and spiritually. So this bonus card is telling me now that I see this 8 of Swords, they're saying both on the physical. So this means that you could be spending some time really focused on your studies with that grandma on the computer energy, sitting at the table, focused on writing your book, focused on your studies, focused on an investigation. Okay, the 8 of Swords. In a lower vibration, it talks about feeling stuck, right? But I'm not getting the lower vibe here. I'm getting the higher vibe. And this higher vibe is talking about an intense point of focus where outside information is not so important. So I see it in your physical experience. You are not necessarily looking to others for answers. You haven't been for a long time with that Hermit energy in the past. Okay. Doubled up meaning in that you're also spiritually focused. You're aligned right now, spiritually and physically. You're following the guidance from your spirit and your physical experience, okay, to stay focused, to move forward. Okay, it also is giving me a gestational time. It's like there's this period of time that must unfold in order for a ripening of the next experience to be completely ready for you. During this, you're actually experiencing happiness, which is beautiful. Your 10 cups are here now in your experience. And it's perfect, because the better it gets, the better it is, the better it will be, the better that it will continue to get. Okay. Let's see what it was on your side of the experience. What it was the 4 of Pentacles, and it was reversed. Okay. So 4 of Pentacles in reverse. 4 of Pentacles upright talks about holding on. And here it come in reverse. So I see you letting go. You let go of a situation. Again, with that 10 of Wands at the bottom of the deck, you took all the skills, wisdom, and experience that you had gathered in order to make that final push. And that required that you let go of some things that you knew weren't going to move forward for you. Okay. I heard you might have taken 10% and moved on. 10% of what? 10% of your friend circle, 10% of your family. I'm hearing even 10% of your family. Some of you let go of a lot of family. But you let go a lot of things. You realize at the end of the day in this situation, like, you're the journeyer in this life is your life, and you have to do what's best for you. And so you determined some things that were not beneficial for you. Okay. Some of you decided to limit your activities. I hear you've been limiting your activities out in the world. Okay. And it is giving me a little bit of restrictive energy. Some of you might really be sticking to yourself, where there could be some. Do they really still have restrictions on social distancing going on out there? Somebody, they're talking about that. Okay. There's someone there talking about that. Okay. I do see somebody moved their house as well. Somebody moved their house, and you didn't tell nobody where you've gone. You didn't tell nobody where you went. You're not interested in everybody who knew where you were before knowing where you're at now. Okay. Let's see what it will be on your side of the table. Yeah, you let go of something that you were holding on to at one point, but holding on got old and you let it go. What it will be for you. Ooh, this is beautiful. It's the Lord of Abundance is what the Hermetic Tarot calls this Three of Cups. So you have coming in for you, what it will be for you, abundance, okay, celebration, happiness, joyful connections, unions come up with this Three of Cups. There's unions coming up, okay. Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck in your energy. We have the Queen of Cups. Emotional receptivity. The Suit of Cups in Tarot deals with emotions. It speaks to emotions, but it also speaks to spirit. Our emotional guidance system is our number one intuitive communicator for all humans. Something don't feel right, you get that twist in your belly, that knot in your belly, and you know something's not right. Your emotional guidance system is everything. So I see with this Queen of Cups, you're very in tune with that. You've been very in tune with that. That's likely why you let go of what you have in the past. Okay, let's see the energy on the other side of the table in this experience. So the other side of the table is for some of you another person. For some of you, regardless of how I speak to it, it'll be the external environment. So it could be a lover, a family, a job, a coworker, or just somebody that you know. Okay. So let's see what it is on the other side of the table, please. And thank you. What it is, what it is, what it is, what it is. Thank you. There it goes. Okay, we'll take that one. What it is on the other side of the table is the Hangman. We're using the Osho Zen Tarot, and it defines and names this card New Vision. Yeah, the Hangman talks about the need for a new perspective, okay? That there's a need, that there's a holdup on the other side in order to have a new perspective about a matter, to gather more information, to have greater enlightenment and awareness happen for this person. Something is not moving forward for them, okay? They're seeing things in a different way. Something has not been moving forward for them. Until they get that enlightenment, the situation doesn't evolve for them, okay? But with the new vision, the way this deck coming through, it's like they're getting it now. In the now, somebody's starting to understand in a new perspective a situation. And this person is like dancing with the energy. Look at this. So there's somebody here who I'm hearing they've been going back and forth the way this person's body is. They gave me a psychic vision of this person actually going like this, moving side to side, being pulled back and forth, one hand to the other hand, but it's not anyone else pulling them. It's them going back and forth as they're trying to mull over this information, mull over what they're seeing, what they're experiencing, and gather new information from it, gather new wisdom and awareness from it. Okay, let's see what it was on that side of the table. What it was morality. Okay, morality. So this is an energy of a person who is in the past, there's been a question of their morality. Are they doing things upright? Were they doing things in the moral manner? Okay, this is Queen of Swords energy. Okay, Queen of Swords energy in the past. That says that this person, they could come off very cold. They could come off very bitter. They could come off very hurt, okay, in the past. Okay, this person, because of trying to protect their self, a very protective energy with the Queen of Swords energy, question of morality comes up for them. They're starting to see something in another way and need to do the right thing and need to act in an upright fashion on that side in the past. Okay, what it will be for the other side of the table, what will it be? What it will be on the other side of the table, we have the Magician card coming through. And from the Osho Zen Tarot, it's titled Existence. And in the image we see this beautiful nude woman's body from the backside. She's got long hair coming down her back. With her long hair coming down her back. Now, the hair is the spiritual antenna. She sits on this open flower that is surrounded by a view of the night sky in the universe. You see a shooting star off in the distance. And you see many stars lighting up the night sky. So what I see is somebody is finally finding, I'm hearing peace and understanding regarding a moral question. Okay. Once they find that with this row here of what it will be, it looks like there's going to be a coming together. With the temperance in the situation, there's the blending of two energies there. So there's a blending, there's a coming together here of two energies. Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. Further information regarding what the past had here. The 10 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Speaking to suppression. The title here is suppression. Okay, so the other side of the table, they also had the 10 of Wands. Both the situation, okay, that's telling me something right there. Hold on. Can we say one thing at a time, please? And thank you. All right, so on the other side of the table, whatever had happened to bring this ending, this other person wanted this ending. Something that they did, some action that they took, brought an ending in the past. Okay, so somebody is going to be wanting to reach out to you, okay? They may be telling you how they've learned some things. They want to reach out to you and let you know that they've had some enlightenment, some awareness. They're seeing things in a way that they hadn't before. Either they had new information revealed to them. Spirit started showing them some things. They had this grand epiphany. Maybe they don't really speak about spirit like we do. Maybe they're more religious or scientific, okay? There's a new awareness that this person has had. They're finding peace with their being. The other thing that I want to say is what it is and what it will be are both major arcana on the other side of the table, which lets me know that what it is and what it will be for this person on the other side of the table is in the universe's hands, in God's hands. It's according to their frequency, their tone, their vibration. Which language do you speak? Do you speak religion? Do you speak science? Do you speak universe? We speak them all. Okay. You know that there's a gestational period. You know that there's a waiting period. So let's go ahead and dig deeper into this and find out what's going on. All right. This is my handmade tarot deck with both English and Spanish languages on it. We're going to pull past energy and future energy. Past energy, we have the King of Cups, and it's coming out at about 15 minutes. Since they're round cards, it's turned to the right about 15 minutes. So I see that in the past, from your perspective, you gave so much love. I heard you gave so much love. There was a flood of emotions has come in. For someone, this flood of emotions is exactly why they're having an epiphany now. So the person is having a new vision now because they've had a flood of emotions. Okay, I see with this King of Cups energy, you've been interesting because as I was preparing for the reading, that's another card that they were channeling information to me about for tonight's meaning. Because, you know, every tarot card has a million different meanings. But this one right here tonight is talking about acting from the spiritual guidance. I see that's what you've been doing. You've been acting from spiritual guidance. Okay. You've been letting your intuition play a key factor in your decision-making process. Okay. You cannot ignore, and you've been this way. I heard you've been this way. You cannot ignore what your intuition shows you. Okay. Somebody here, I hear on the other side of the table, there's an intense need for that. That's why the question of morality came up in what it was. And the question of morality came up for this person in the past because their intuition had been speaking to them and showing them the upright action, the action that will put them in alignment with the highest vibration. But that question was there because they weren't always doing that. So somebody here had, what I'm hearing is this person on the other side of the table had the habit. Yeah, a habit, a choice that's made repetitively. See, once you realize you've done something wrong, but continue to choose to do it, you form a habit and it is a choice. There's no longer room for ignorance. Okay, so they're saying this person had a habit of ignoring what spirit had shown them. Okay, let's see what's unfolding here. Wow, we have the Six of Pentacles unfolding. Okay. And it came and landed on the table in an upright position. So this Six of Pentacles is an exchange of energy. This is reciprocation. Okay. For somebody here, I'm hearing for a married couple. For a married couple. This is not the only experience coming through, so just hold on a moment. But for a married couple, I see that in the past, you've kind of had to just do your own thing, even though you were married, because your partner was off doing some other stuff. You don't even really know what it was, but there was some coldness there in this person. And you gotten so comfortable being on your own. I heard that in the current energy, you're not even fighting this person anymore. Like, they do what they do. You don't question them no more. You kind of like emotionally detached a lot. And you're focused on what is working for you, because you say, if I worry too much about what the heck they're doing, I'm gonna make myself crazy. You say, and I'm not interested in losing my mind or going crazy about what somebody else is doing. Well, what's interesting is what I'm hearing about this married couple is that your partner has noticed that you're not there, with air quotes, so to speak, anymore. This is making them freak out. Somebody here, their partner is kind of freaking out a little bit, and they're realizing they better get back on their game. I hear they haven't really been doing anything wrong. They've been in a deep, maybe even a depression. Yeah, I'm picking up on a depressive energy. This person's had some emotional stuff come up for them. I'm hearing something that they saw, something that happened, triggered some deep emotional wounding that they've been carrying. They haven't spoken to you about it. They have not spoken to you about it, because you have this, I'm hearing, you have this illusion that everything is okay. It's not really an illusion. Everything is really fine. You have a beautiful, happy family. You have your little stuff that comes up. The children do their little things. You and your partner, you have your little spits and spats or whatever, but it's not anything major. But you've been able to sense that something has been off with your partner. They're noticing how you're breaking off. Okay, you're not separating, but you're not so involved as much as you were before. You're not so helicoptering, doting. What can I do for you? Is something wrong? Is there something I can do for you? Blah, 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 blah. Not so catering type of a thing anymore. This is shifting their energy, because what you've done is you've removed resistance. Instead of trying to hold on with the Four of Pentacles upright, you took that Four of Pentacles, flipped it in reverse, and you said, I'm just gonna let it go. They're gonna have to figure this out. Whatever they got going on, I'm here. They're gonna have to reach out. I hear they're gonna have to reach out to me if they want me to talk to them or something. I'm tired of asking, because the more you asked, the more you got no as an answer. And it's like the more a person says no, eventually you stop asking. And that's what had happened here. Okay, but there's coming in this situation, this person is having an awakening. They're having an epiphany. They're getting some understanding about whatever they've been mulling over. So I feel like if this married experience is resonant for you, you are probably the wife. Okay, because the other person has a very, and if it's not the case, then your wife is very much in a masculine energy, because this person, it's like they go into their cave like a caveman, and they won't come out until they find a solution. They are going to find a solution. They are going to find a solution. When they do, they're going to come back. And with the Six of Pentacles in the unfolding energy here, they're going to be investing again. They're going to be emotionally invested again. They're going to be investing their time again. There's going to be reciprocation. Are they going to explain this to you? I heard no. They're really not going to explain it to you, because it was a personal mental issue that they were holding on to, something from their childhood trauma. They didn't ever want to bring it to you. I heard they don't want to bring it to you, and they won't bring it to you. But they found some solutions. They just needed some time to work it through. Okay. They said, we're done with that married situation. Okay. The bottom of the deck. El juicio, judgment. Okay. So yeah, there's been wise discernment here. Like I said, this is laying a final rest, applying wisdom about past experiences, and finding a rebirth. Okay. So there's a situation here that is being reborn. Just like that married couple is going to have new life come into their relationship because somebody processed some things. Whether you're single or coupled. There is new life coming into your experience. There is a balance and reciprocal situation where both parties are emotionally, financially, regarding time invested in this situation. Both parties are invested in this situation. Let's look at what else we can find in the past and in the unfolding from the Manifest Soulmate Oracle. So let's see what the previous energy is there. And in the unfolding, please and thank you. The bottom of the deck. You are moving onto a steady and reliable path. And it's interesting because we talked about somebody who's actually moving. And here we see somebody's house all packed up in boxes. We see the things that can't fit in boxes all ready to go. Or did they just move in? There has been some movement here, important moving. So when we talk about moving, it makes me think about the house. And for those of you very in tune with spirituality, you know that the house can represent your physical vessel. Okay. So what I see is somebody who has changed their mind, somebody who has changed. It's like your genetics have changed. You're not the same being you used to be. Okay. A big shift, a big change happening for you. Some of you literally physically moving from one house to another, or from one state to another. Okay. State of being or state of or state within a country. Okay. In the past, let things come and go. Stay calm. Don't let anything disturb your peace and carry on. So somebody here, a question of morality came up. There's been a solitary period. Now there's a new vision. Let's see what's unfolding. Life is tough, but so are you. This person is going to, you and this person, I hear you and this person, not just this person, they said. You and this person, both finding your power and your strength. Then a union can happen. I hear then a union can happen, because then it will be with the Six of Pentacles, balance and reciprocal. That's why your current energy is the Eight of Swords. In that waiting period, in that gestational period, the baby don't come out until it's ready to go. And if it comes out early, now we have all this ICU, NICU needs, okay? We have emergency services that need to happen, and it's a delicate touch and go situation. Yeah, no, that's not going to happen here. This is coming together as there's a readiness. Okay, I'm hearing tested and proven. I'm hearing tested and proven. Okay, so somebody here being tested and proven about this question of morality. Interesting. Let's see what else we have from the Handmade Oracles. All right. For someone here, there is a situation involving a Virgo. We have the zodiac sign Virgo coming out, okay? And with the Hermit in the past, there's definitely Virgo energy. Now, the thing about Virgo is it can be very nitpicky. One of the immediate character traits of Virgo zodiac sign that I'm picking up on is nitpicky. Very detail-oriented. Virgo, I've known a few. OCD, Virgo, okay. Very nitpicky. This could be OCD in their physical environment or OCD about experiences where they're going all the way in and pick out every little part and every little piece of it. But because it's a zodiac sign from this particular deck, we're going to pull the next card off the top. You know you need to change something, do it now. So in the past, I hear this is you. You got nitpicky about your experience and you realized that it was time to gonna make a change for once in my life. And that involved letting certain things go, being calm about it, not letting anything disturbing your peace, and continuing to move forward. So let's see what's unfolding in this. In the unfolding, what's going to happen here? Here we go. From the signature series, it says, I prefer, okay, and then it says fill in the blank. You're realizing, and then it also says need. I need, no, the word need is crossed off. It says I prefer, and then it says fill in the blank. So I see you going where you've been nitpicking. I hear you've been doing some sifting and sorting. Did you pack up some things and send them off for donations? I hear, yes, you did. Did you pack up some people and donate them back to the universe and say, I've done all I can do here. There's nothing else for me to do here. Yes, I hear you did. Now that you have space in your life, you're filling it with the things that you prefer. That's what I see unfolding for you. Yeah, you've been through some tough things. You're filling it with things that you prefer, people and experiences that you prefer, preferred experiences. Yes, things that are beneficial and reciprocal. Okay, the bottom of the deck from my Handmade Oracle says, I am at the perfect place. I am at the perfect time. I am at the perfect frequency to be appreciative of where I am and where I will be. I am quantum leaping. Yes, baby. I'm loving this. You are quantum leaping. Okay, so, wow, this is awesome. I see someone who sat and really took stock of what they have, where they're at, found the appreciation for what you want to move forward with, and literally just kind of dumped off, let go of anything that is not included in your new experience. I'm hearing, I won't talk at it. I won't look at it. I won't talk to it. I won't deal with it anymore. You completely left that out of your vibration. See, here's the thing. You cannot look at something and say, go away, you that I don't want, without turning it on in your vibration. If it's active in your vibration, you are calling it to you. The universe doesn't hear when you say go or come. It hears the point of focus. It sees the point of focus on your spirit. So when you're busy looking at what you don't want, whether you're saying go or come or stay or arrive or don't or do, it doesn't matter. You're activating it in your vibration. You're activating the frequency of it. Now you're a match to it in some sort of way. So here you are, utilizing the laws of attraction and activating the things that you choose and prefer in your experiences. Is quantum leaping you into a new level. It happened by your ability to be able to see where you're at is just perfect right now. It doesn't mean that perfect doesn't shift. And now they're showing me another card, information that we gathered from the Communion with God book. And it talks about the truth is always changing. The truth simply means what is so right now. And right now is quantum shifting. I'm hearing quantum shifting all the time. There is a constant quantum shifting happening. They're saying, I've never heard that phrase said that way, quantum shifting. Okay, so it's a constant quantum shifting. The thing is, so many of us have been pushing the same button over and over again. It focused on the same thing over and over again. That's why we haven't seen so many shifts in our physical experience. At this point, something is broken. You've been nitpicking enough about it. You're having this new awareness. And I'm hearing there's been enough time for you to refine the design of what you're bringing in. Okay. Whew. Let's keep going. We have another deck here. Oops, one of them crystals fell on the table. I apologize for the loud noise. All right. Here we go. What it was and what it will be. What do we have? What was it? You're quantum leaping. That's what you need to know. You're shifting your reality right here. Okay, so I hear as you've had a new vision, you're attracting a new situation. I just saw this. Somebody here, somebody here, this is in regard to your romantic experiences. You've been having a lot of very cold, emotionally unavailable partners in the past. This is what I'm seeing. And they're showing me, because you're shifting your point of focus, okay? You're shifting your point of focus. New energy is coming in for you in regards to your romantic connections. You're manifesting a happy connection here. Divine, coming in as you're aligned with it, okay? Instead of sitting up here, well, I don't want somebody who's like this, and I really hate that about that person that I was with. You're not doing that no more. You're looking at what you have. I really love the way that I'm like this. I will love a partner that is like this too. You know, I really love a partner that likes to go out every weekend on the night until 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, because that's what I like to do. Instead of, I hate having partners, they all want to go to sleep, and I like to go party with my friends on the weekend. No. Instead of saying, I can't stand these people because look, this one over here, they didn't get along with my tribe. I want a partner that gets along with my tribe. Okay. You're shifting it to, I prefer a partner who gets along with my tribe, because that means that we actually are vibing with one another. We're on match frequency and tone. Okay. Instead of I don't want nobody who gonna leave me by myself when I really need them. That's all I've ever had is partners that leave me in the lurch when I really need somebody. They ain't there for me. Okay, so you're not saying that no more. You're like, you know what? I deserve a partner that's like me. I'm always there for whoever my partner is. I've always been there. I always will be there for somebody who I truly love. That's the type of partner I prefer. That's the type of partner I deserve. I'm here. You're focusing on what you deserve and what you prefer in your experience. Okay, I'm tired. It used to be. I'm tired of having these broke people that just come into my life to take everything that I got, and they ain't never got nothing to give back. And then on top of it, they lie and they cheat and they steal. You ain't talking about that no more. You ain't thinking about that no more. You're over here. You're saying to yourself, I am honest. I am loyal. I have all of the resources that I need. I built myself up. And you know what? This is the type of partner that I prefer. And then I also hear, and then you're noticing partnerships around you. And you're like, yeah, that's the kind of partnership I want. You see the way they are together? That's the type of partnership I want. Those two right there, they take care of each other. They love each other. Look at the way that person help out. They do this, they do that. They trust each other. They're good together, okay? Instead of looking at it and making comparisons to what you don't like that you have, you're looking at it and you're saying, yes, that's what I have coming in for me. You're noticing what you're going to be experiencing in your new energy. This is powerful for quantum leaping. And the other part of it that I want to talk about that came through in that whole little what it was and what it will be skit here that just happened, monologue skit happened, okay, is that there was an appreciation for what is right now. So it's easy to say, well, this is what I want, but this is what I've had. Okay, to make that jump, we need something in the middle to ground it in the present energy, and that is appreciation for what is. Okay. Past energy is angel number 333. So in the recent past, honey, you have come into your faith, your creativity. You found some positivity. Yes, you've been seeing angel number 333. Is that true for you? Mm-hmm. Psychic ability. You've been trusting in your psychic ability, applying what your intuition showing you. Mm-hmm. It says angelic assist with life purpose and soul mission. Your prayers have been heard and answered. The ascendant masters have been around you. Be creative, social, and communicative, using natural abilities to empower yourself and to uplift and enlighten others. Okay. So this is how you've been. What's unfolding for you and this quantum leap? We have the word familial come through. And with the 10 of Cups in the center, I hear your focus on whether your happy family looks like you, your cat, and your dog, or you, your daughter, and your 2 grandsons, or you and 3 generations of family all in one home, or you by yourself, with yourself and you, with your own sacred divine throuple. You know, me, myself, and I. There is a sacred divine throuple there. Yeah, me, myself, and I. Whatever your family, that appreciation for that is bringing more of that energy in for you. Okay, the bottom of the deck. Really? The bottom of the deck, I was going to say, okay, so somebody here, the name Deek, is there a company named Deek? If that's true, there's some special resonance here for you. Naive is at the bottom of the deck. So what that's giving me is you didn't know certain things about applying these laws of the universe. There were certain things that you didn't know. You might have felt like you were naive in the past. People could get things over on you, but you're learning. You're learning. I hear after certain experiences, it made you recluse. It made you go recluse. It made you withdraw into yourself. You dropped a load of trying to hold on to someone. And I'm hearing somebody let go of a home. Somebody went into foreclosure. They said, you know what? I don't even want this house anymore. I'm just starting all over again. And so here you are rebuilding your credit. I heard in 3 months, There's going to be a huge breakthrough for you. I'm hearing financially. Okay. So somebody here is in foreclosure. Okay. This is a sidebar message, very detailed and nuanced for somebody. Your foreclosure in 3 months, that stuff is going to be, there's something about resolution. I'm hearing resolved. Okay. Is it, if it's, yeah, resolved. Okay. Thank you. Leave it there. Heard. Okay. So if that was your special detailed message, that's what I have. That I'm done with that. Okay. Let's see what else do we have, what it was and what it will be here. Okay. What it was, what it is, what it was, what it will be. Okay. What it was, we have solve. Solve. The word solve. And I heard solvent. Okay. What it will be, we have past. Okay. All right. And what it is, bottom of the deck, is reflection. And I just dropped the card and it's too dark. I can't find it. Okay. So reflection was at the bottom of the deck. So you've been in this period. You're still in this period of reflection. That's why you're in this Eight of Swords energy. You're in this period of reflection. And you're looking for your universe, your physical experience to reflect back your point of focus, your more advantageous point of focus. You've shifted your energy and you've reflected upon life and your experiences. You've reflected on what you've been focused on, making some changes. Again, they're showing me this studious card on the computer, learning things, education, learning, study, intense study. I hear intense study, taking some sort of course. Some of y'all signed up for some kind of online course about quantum leaping. I heard about quantum leaping. Somebody here. Okay. Somebody here signed up for some sort of psychic development. I'm hearing psychic development course as well. Okay. So what it looks like, you found a solution to increase the positivity in your life. Like I said, you nitpicked over your life. I heard you Marie Kondo'd your life. If you don't know what Marie Kondo is, there's like this whole series. I don't remember what it's called. It was on Netflix, and the girl, she's an organization expert. So she goes through your house, she goes through your closet. She has you pick up everything and ask one question. Does it spark joy? If it says yes, then you can keep it. If it says no, then no, you don't keep it. It's like all this stuff, all this maybe stuff. Does it spark joy? If it brings you joy, you've kept it in your life. You've Marie Kondo'd your life. If these people add joy into your life, you kept them. If they didn't add joy to your life, you let them move on. You stopped holding on. You said anywhere where somebody had questionable morals or the trustworthiness was in question about them, you let them go. Anywhere where you had, okay, so they said flip the bottom of this deck since the other card is on the floor. We have share at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, you started Marie Kondo in your life about everywhere where you've shared your time, your resources, and your energy, even your beautiful heart. And you said, does it spark joy? And if it did, like a OCD Virgo, you went through everything and you kept what did and you let go of what didn't. And now you're filling in the blank of what you prefer in your life. I hear in life is like no, it's not like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. No, life is like a buffet, baby. You don't go to the buffet and put liver and onions on your plate if you don't like liver and onions. If you like it, then get it. If you don't, go get what you like. They got crab, they got chicken, they got beef, they got veggies. What you want, go get it. Especially if you go to Bacchanal here in Vegas. That's my daughter's favorite buffet. Anyways, that was a side point. Don't make no sense. For somebody here, Bacchus, Bacchanal, and Bacchus D. Okay, something coming through here. All right. We're going to look at the download oracle and get a past energy, and the unfolding energy. The bottom of the deck will show us what it is. Okay. Past energy fell out and it says it's a match. And so in the past, there was a match. But here's the thing about that match. Think about matches. what their usefulness is, what their longevity is. Honey, you can use that match to spark a campfire and keep feeding that fire with wood logs, but that match is not going to keep you warm. It'll burn hot and fast for a moment. It can be used to spark something greater off, but if it's not, it'll be gone in just a moment. That flame will be gone. That's what it was in the past. Okay? What it will be, with the crumbling of the calcification of the pineal gland, the third eye is strengthened. Okay. So you learned from these match connections that you've had. Your intuition is being strengthened from the experiences you had in the past. Okay. Because I put that right over the word the past. Okay. From our last deck. So you're coming into some new energy. I'm hearing a new family, a new tribe. Okay, what it is right now, it's a thin line between love and hate. The name of the line is jealousy, envy, and insecurity. I see someone here who is choosing no longer to share energy, no longer to reciprocate with certain family members, like I said, because there's jealousy, envy, and insecurity of them towards you, okay? Or you towards them? No, I don't vibe with that. Of them towards you. Yeah, that feels right. You started to realize that somebody was very jealous, envious, or insecure about you, your abilities, your intuition. I hear your intuition. They can't stand that you always know stuff that there ain't no reason why you should know it. Oh, yeah, except for the fact that you're psychic, you're intuitive, and you let your intuition guide you. Yes, you're a very spiritual person. You're replacing that all with something better. You're like, I don't need to invest in this family. And I get the air quotes. You know, they say blood is thicker than water. Yeah, but I can't get nourished off of this water or off of this blood. I need water to survive. Without water, this blood ain't gonna move. This blood gonna get thick. Need water, need water, need water. The blood ain't shit without the water. Is what I hear. Now, somebody who knows, is there... Let me just Google this. Water content to the blood. That's what I'm getting. I'm supposed to look this up. One moment, please. Water content in blood. Go. It is essentially an aqueous solution containing 92% water, 8% blood plasma proteins, and trace amounts of other minerals. So yeah, blood is thicker than water, but blood ain't blood without water, honey. And honey, if that family ain't nourishing you, ain't building you up and helping you, like you're invested in them too, if there's no reciprocation, if it's tearing you down, if it's wearing you down, if it's coagulating your life, then honey, you need some more water. You need some more love. What is water? We already told you. Water, emotions, spiritual energy. You need some more spiritual people in your life. You need some more spiritual connections. You need some more. Put a little love in your heart. Yeah. Put a little love in your heart. Yeah, you need a little more love in your heart. You've been having folks in your heart, whether they were family or romantic or friendships or co-workers or whatever. Woo! Okay, I just heard that for somebody here, you found yourself emotionally attached to your job. Well, let me just say this to you, because maybe this is a pivoting point for you right now. Hold on a second. They're not paying for your emotions. You've been, for somebody, your message cut through so strong right now. I just picked up on your energy so strong right now. And they're saying, you've been stressed the fuck out over this job, worrying yourself. Don't you know that stress is the number one killer? These people ain't worried about your emotional well-being. They're not paying for your love. This job is not paying for your love. This job is literally paying for a certain amount of time and certain actions that you perform on their behalf. Why are you emotionally invested when they're not emotionally invested in you? They're only going to pay for a certain amount of time. They don't care what happened at home. They don't care about your past. They don't care about how you're feeling. What they care about is, what are you doing during this time that I'm paying you to do your job? Somebody here, you about to have a whole breakthrough right now when you realize that you've been emotionally invested in a job that is not emotionally invested in you. Do your job. You're not being paid to stress about this company. First off, it's not your company. These people don't care. If you have a nervous breakdown, if you have a emotional collapse because you're carrying all this emotional weight that ain't yours, they're not going to be at the hospital visiting you. They're not going to continue to pay your bills. Well, I mean, unless you have that benefit, medical benefits, time off and stuff. But once that runs out, they don't care. Stop emotionally investing in something that's not emotionally invested in you. Now, there's something else here where for someone, this emotional investment was with a person. You are emotionally invested with somebody who is not emotionally invested with you. Okay. It was hot. It was fast. I heard somebody you got into this right quick in a hurry, hot and fast. And just as quick as it got hot, it cooled off, just like a match. That match burns up real hot, real fast, and then it's gone. It's done. There is no more. All right. Is there anything else here, or do I go on to the next step? Okay. Interesting. So what I'm getting is, whatever the situation is, it helped you let go of a lot of different things. You're coming into a new family. Blood is thicker than water, but blood ain't nothing if it ain't got water in it. Because it was how many percent? 90, 98%, 95%, 92%. I think it was 92%. Somebody was born in the year 1992. Is that your child? My daughter was born in 95, so you might have been born in 92. Okay, anyway, the point is, somebody here, and that's really tough. But life is tough, and so are you. It's really tough to break those blood bonds. But if that blood is coagulating because ain't no love in it, ain't no water in it, it ain't going to do you no good. It's going to kill you. Blood clots, people, they kill, right? Blood clots kill. It happens to people all the time. And I hear it has a lot to do with sustaining and entertaining connections that are not emotionally fulfilling. So there's a big shift here in that. Let's see what else we have from the tea leaf fortune cards. Let's get 3 factors. Give me 3 factors. What it is, what it was, what it will be. Give me 3 factors here. 1, 2, and 3. The bottom of the deck. We have is the frying pan. Trouble and accusations. Have you been dealing with somebody that's been throwing all kinds of accusations at you? Let me tell you, from my experience, somebody who likes to accuse, either they doing exactly what they are accusing you of, or they want to, or they're going to. Okay. First card out here was marriage. For somebody, either this situation, like I said, if it's your job, you are married to your job. You're not supposed to be married to your job. People, they pay you from 9 to 5, working 9 to 5. What a way to make a living. Barely getting by. It's all taking and no giving. They just use your mind and they never give you credit. It's enough to drive you crazy if you let. Yeah, you heard? It's enough to drive you crazy if you let it. Somebody's been married to their job. For somebody, this is about a marriage. We already talked about that situation, and you still resonating with this still, I heard. Okay. For somebody, I also heard this is about a situation where there is a person in your experience who's been telling you they wanted to marry you, but a question of their morality and their trustworthiness came up, and you're like, never mind. Okay. We also have the door. Opportunities are waiting for you. Interestingly enough, this door is closed. So you realize that you had to open up some energy because there are more opportunities waiting for you to open the door. There are more opportunities for you to open the door to. So in regards to this job, some of you are no longer going to be so emotionally invested in that job. And guess what? You're going to be feeling so good. You're going to be feeling so good. And what we say, the better it gets, the better it gets. New opportunities coming through for you once you open that door. Now, in regards to holding on to these people, what I heard is whether it was romantic, familiar, friendship, whatever it was, as you went through and you nitpicked through your life and you realized, well, it came in hot and heavy, but then that shit burnt out. And you know what? All it brought in was storms and stormy weathers. I know how to solve this. I'm going to let this go because this is not a positive connection. You held the idea of that person in your head and you said, does it spark joy? And you said, no, it don't. Okay, I'm going to let it go. Interesting, because those energies you were holding on to, you know what I'm seeing in my mind? In my mind's eye, I see you overflowing all this beautiful light energy all around you. Now, this beautiful light attracts the love, it attracts money, it attracts success. It is your power. But what I also see is standing right next to you, another individual, and they don't do that. They're like a vacuum. They're like a black hole, and I just see it all being sucked right into it and going into nothingness. That's why these ones don't like to let you go. And that's why when you remove them from your presence, when you remove them from your experience, or you stop being emotionally invested in the situation that's taking all your love and not giving you nothing for it, new opportunities unfold for you. What else do we have from the tea leaf fortune cards? The crib, birth or conception of a child or enterprise. Like I said, you're opening up new energies for you by removing these vacuum black hole connections and energies. They may be blood thicker than water, but hold on, that blood is coagulated and it'll kill you. I heard somebody had a heart attack recently, and I'm glad you're doing better. I'm glad you're doing better. But this doing better is a result of realizing, like, if I keep holding on to these people, these situations, this job, it's gonna fucking kill me. I'm not ready to die. I heard, I'm not ready to die. I want to live. I got a lot more life to live. As a matter of fact, you realize there's a whole lot of stuff I ain't done yet because I've been so focused on these people, on this job, on this partnership that ain't been there. Okay. And you're opening up that energy. You're ready for some of these things that you've put on the back burner, but they make your soul sing. They make your heart happy. You're opening up that energy. And because you're investing in your preferences, you're going to have more preferred experiences coming through for you. Because you've finally been using your wise judgment. With the judgment card, it also talks about a trial that's come to an end. The judge has taken the gavel, banged the gavel down. Trial over, the judgment has been rendered. You're not playing these games no more. All right. Let's see what else we have for you from my words of clarity, the published deck. If you really like any of these custom cards that I've created, you can order them on my website. All right, what do we have? What it was, what it is, and what it will be. Okay, interesting. I love this. All right. So what it was forgiveness. And look at that bird flying. Honey, you forgave yourself for the choices you've been making. You forgave somebody else and you released them. That forgiveness is a release. See that bird's flying with its wings, big spread, flying right into the light. Honey, you released yourself from something. Somebody couldn't come through. They weren't going to never do what they were supposed to. They kept falling short. You release them. You realize this does not spark joy. Okay, we're going to put it in the donation pile. We're going to give it back to the universe. We're going to give it away. We're going to get rid of it today. You did that. And that opened up a new energy for you, a more positive energy for you. That opened up a vibe for you where you can thrive now, where you can open up space in your life for something greater to take its place. What's unfolding for you in the new energy? We have positioning. Look at you. There's this tree, and you can see the light, and you are that tree. You've realized that some people in your life are leaves, and they will do just that. They will leave. You've realized that some people don't want to leave, but they're going to have to leave with the changing of the season, honey. It's a changing of the season. It's the changing of the guard. It's at the bottom of the deck. Present. You are present in your present moment, and you know that there are many presents from the universe, from God, from spirit here for you now. Okay, you know the powerfulness of your presence. You're in a present energy. You're like, how can I be more present in my life? I hear add some. I am here now. Add some. I am here now. Add some. I am here now. Okay. Add some is a one-word spell to bring all of you back to you here and now. Okay. Here and now. I promise to love faithfully. And who? You and me? Yeah, you. Source, your higher self, your divine team, Your spirit self, this is about you uniting, you here and now. Okay, interesting. I love this. And with that song, let's go into the dedications deck. Let's look at the dedications deck, what it is, what it was, and what it will be. From the dedications, please and thank you. Thank you. Okay, the bottom of the deck. How did you know? 'Cause I never told. You found out. I got a crush on you. Somebody, you're finding out somebody got a crush on you. And this is part of your new opportunity open up. Others of you, this is crush on you is about you now. You're like, I know what I've been wanting. I know what I had a craving and urging to do. I know something that's been on my heart for a long time that I've been letting all this stuff block me from pursuing. I'm ready to pursue that now. What it was. Can't help falling in love. Wise men say only fools rush in, but I can't help falling in love with you. Should I stay? Would it be a sin if I can't help falling in love with you like a river flows surely to the sea, darling? So it goes. Some things are meant to be. Take my hand, take my whole life too, for I can't help falling in love with you. But it was a match. You fell in love with a temporary situation, with one that was going to leave, with one I heard that was destined to leave, okay? And now you're like, so somebody here, you definitely letting go of a connection that was meant to be temporary. And somebody here also, there's the energy of, you try so hard to love your family member, your friend, your job. But when you realize it's not emotionally invested in you like you're emotionally invested in it, you let that go. You realize that it was foolish of you to continue to give your love to this situation that had burnt out. It burnt out. Some of you completely lost all your drive and all your passion for the job because it's just stressing you the heck out. I heard you having nightmares about your job. I heard you getting all this stress, and stress is number one kill you. I heard somebody here, you tired of trying to make these family people see what's good about family and trying to hold it together, and you the glue that holds it together. You say you're tired of being the glue. You about to go glue yourself together right now and get your own self together. Because all that time, it just wasn't working. It's going into that black hole energy, putting all your love and light into a black hole that's going absolutely nowhere. You realize that. So what's unfolding for you we have? Time after time from Cyndi Lauper. Lying in my bed, hear the clock ticking, think of you. Caught up in circles, confusion is nothing new. Flashback, warm nights, almost left behind. Suitcase of memories. Time after sometimes you picture me. I'm walking too far ahead. You're calling to me. I can't hear what you said. You said go slow. I fall behind. So what I want you to know, you fell in love with somebody, okay? It was a match. You had to let it go because the question of morality came up. Now, in the unfolding, what you need to know is whatever you let go of, because of the lack of your presence, your presence now has a new value. Because of the lack of your presence, there's a lot of reflection and contemplation going on all that you brought into the experience, all that you brought into their life. Your words are ringing in their head. You gave them certain warnings. You talked about them. They're getting ahead of this. You're getting ahead of yourself. You're looking into the wrong thing. You're jumping too far into this. You're doing too much. You told somebody you're doing too much. I hear you telling somebody you're doing too much. Okay. Somebody here, they didn't get it. And you're ready with the second hand unwinds. If you're lost, you can look and I will be here. Okay, time after time. So here it is. You choosing to move forward with who? With you, with your higher self, with your future self. You got you in mind and you got your future in mind. You have a new design for what you prefer in your life. You remove situations and circumstances that were not befitting, that were not honoring you, that were not reciprocal, that were unrequited. You're moving into a new energy. You're getting back in touch with yourself in this. Because of that, you're putting yourself in a preferred position for reciprocation, reciprocal energy coming in for you. Now, with all that, let's get into the first card that we pull, which is the last message that we read from the postcards from Spirit. It says, "Dear you, check in occasionally with yourself about your motive behind the actions you plan on taking, especially when you have an end game in mind. Is the source of your motivation desire or entitlement? Maybe you're drawn to a certain path because you think it will bring you a feeling related to the outcome you seek, like safety or wholeness. Know that you will see a reflection in the outer world of the motive that drives you forward. Do you need a motive? Can you simply be pulled in the direction your soul calls you to, toward joy, discovery, growth, or adventure, participating in something compelling and meaningful without trying to define it? If you can step forward, surrendered to whatever Spirit has in store for you, you will be amazed at how things turn out. Check your motives, then hand them over to Spirit. Everybody here wants the best for you. Life loves you more than you know." So definitely, was that something that happened here where you were checking your motives about these connections? Again, we said you Marie Kondo'd it. Does it spark joy? Did you realize that even though you were trying to control somebody for their highest, lightest, and brightest good, that you were still trying to control them and you had no power there? Did you find that your power was in your choices, and the only choices that you can be in control of are the ones that you're making for yourself, and realizing that if you kept making that same choice that was coagulating your life blood, that you would find yourself soon unable to breathe, unable to live? So I see that you making choices about powerful connections to friends, to family, to lovers. And the ones that don't spark joy, you're letting them go. You're opening up the door to what else the universe has available for you. And you're powerfully manifesting a preferred life. So this is what I have for you tonight. And with all that being said and done, until next time, you can choose for yourself. Remember that. If it doesn't spark joy, you don't need to have it there. And if it's within you and it doesn't spark joy, now you have processing you need to do to figure out what shift you can make. What's the shift in perspective you need to take? Okay. Anything else? Yes. You made great strides and great progress by changing your choices and letting go of things that were breaking you down. Keep choosing your preferences from the buffet of life, for life is a buffet. There is no you must do this or you must do that. Not in any of your days. Somebody says, and we hear you say, no, I have no choice in the matter. We invite you to stop putting a period on that statement and open the question up so that we may show you the answers to the questions that you ask. And the most powerful question that you can ask when you say, I have no choice, is to flip that into a question that says, what choices do I have here? And immediately your brain will try to entertain what options it can see. But we tell you right now, if you can ask that question and leave it float in the energy, then before you know it, the solution will present itself. Some of you have chosen to do that here. That's how you found some solutions and realized that you had to let go. We invite you to use this question more intentionally and deliberately, though, as you move forward. Wherever you feel like you have no choice, we invite you to open up the energy and allow us to show you what choices are available to you by asking, what choices are available to me here? What choice do I have? Instead of answering it, leave the question unanswered. Leave room for us to answer for you. Us who? Some of you like to call us God. Some of you like to call us your angels. Some of you like to call us your ancestors. Some of you like to call us universe. Some of you like to call us the higher self. We are all that and more. And I tell you now, you have so much more in store. So ask the questions, the powerful questions. What choice do I have? What choice do I have now? And watch as beautiful solutions flow through for you. With all that being said and done, sending you so much love and peace and happiness. Kamsahamnida. Gracias. Later, baby. That's all, folks.